The Gunners will be starting from the 18-yard line. Sullivan will throw, and that's going to be intercepted right off the bat. First play from scrimmage, and the Barons will take over just like that. Backs. See if he can show that off tonight or not. Gonna run for his life, and he's gonna lose the football again. This time it's gonna be picked up by the defense. A minute left. Bradley across his body. It batted up and intercepted. And that'll end the game. Gonna drop the throw again. Throw sideline, complete to his receiver downfield. He's got a man going downfield. He's gonna keep going. No one's gonna catch him. Touchdown, Barons. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back here. I'm just trying to get these rosters up here for a moment, but we're back here in the GSFL. Almost at the wrong league. And tonight, one thing I'll start off with. This is supposed to be our later game, second of 2 games, but I completely messed up on the time, so this will be our only game tonight. I'll talk about that more in a moment, but we have the Melbourne River Hogs traveling back to the U.S. for a game against the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. So hopefully should be a very fun game. Very looking forward to see what these teams are able to do. River Hogs obviously coming up with a unfortunate loss last week to the Redwoods and the Dreadnoughts. I think they also, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure they also lost their game as well. So I believe they lost theirs in overtime as well. So yeah, who's gonna win tonight? Who knows? I just realized you guys didn't see any of that intro in the game itself because I don't actually have it shown on the screen. It's fine. You know what? We're having a little bit of technical difficulties getting everything figured out. But yeah, here we go now. All right, so we should get to go now. Alrighty, there we go. I had to pull up all my things again, so just forgive me for 1 second. Looks like the Dreadnoughts will start with the ball first, as that ball is going to be returned, and it's going to get up to about the 23 before he's stopped. And let's take a look at this offense now for San Antonio. First off, we have Deshaun Bradley. Hope you guys can hear me now. Deshaun Bradley, returning quarterback from the league's last incarnation, but technically this first season here of the GSFL. And now he's coming off, like I said, a tough game last week, but we'll see if he can bounce back here at home as he takes the snap. And it's fired over the middle. It's going to be caught for a nice 10 yards for a nice first down. And that's going to be a pass to, let's see if I can find him here. Alexander of some kind. Throws over downfield. Nice catch. This time it's going to be... I should have all the guys here. I don't know why it's... see, that's the problem. See if I can find all the people. I can't. Alright. Hand off here. Or, step off. It's going to be Nick Baca, the tight end. That'll help me. There you go. And the other one was Josh Alexander. So he's thrown so far to both his tight ends. Let's see if he can see how he furthers here. He's going to take the snap and drop back a little bit. Throws. Oh, it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And Wilkinson was in there on the coverage. Couldn't quite tell who he was looking for, but defense going to stop that for a second here. Going to throw it short this time, and he's going to get it. And it's going to be Baca again with the catch. So yeah, just like I said, looking forward to seeing how these teams do tonight here. We've had some exciting games so far earlier this week and ended off with this game tonight. And then we're going to have 2 games now instead tomorrow, as we were supposed to have them tonight, but I kind of screwed up on the time. So I kind of lost track of the time, and before I realized it was already too late. So, and oh, there goes a nice stop there. He tries to hand it off to Josh Alexander, but Gaines was right there to stop him on the jet sweep. Backfield, going to hand off this time. First carry for his running back, and he's going to get a nice 5 yards, but it's going to be 4th down. So that was let's see if I can find it. That's the thing. Oh, Zay Pierce, running back for the Dreadnoughts, on the carry there. So, but they are going to be going for it here, being a little gutsy on this first play of the game here. And he's going to run it upfield. He's not going to quite get there. Maynard's going to be stuffed. Matthew Maynard. And this will be a takeover by the the River Hogs here. I can't speak almost. Yeah, you just see a lot of guys in the pile. There are a lot of bodies there. Couldn't tell, but Kramer held him back. And yeah, the River Hogs will be taking over now here. First on offense, for their first time on offense. Led by Steve Dowling, who had a pretty good, okay game last week. 414 yards, 2 touchdowns, only 1 interception. Looking to hopefully build upon that. Try and bounce back from a week 1 loss, a heartbreaking week 1 loss at that. Hand off Dowling to Lopez, and Lopez is going to get a nice 4 yards there on the carry. Second and 6 here. Hand off again. Lopez going to take it for another 2 yard. Oh, maybe. I don't know if he got anything there. Ewing was there in the backfield. So River Hogs trying to make correction of what the mistakes of last week. Dowling going to take the snap. Throws over the middle. Short. That's going to be caught. That's going to be dropped. Incomplete. Looking was Lopez again on that catch there. And despite the turnover on downs, the River Hogs will be punting after their own first drive. The punt's going to be stopped all the way to our catch at the 27. And we'll see Deshaun Bradley. Excuse me. We'll see Deshaun Bradley come out here again. I'm not sure if these two teams have ever faced before, but this might be the first time you're going to play action. Throws across downfield, and he's looking for Tyler Childs, and that's going to be knocked incomplete. But yeah, I don't think these two have ever faced in this technical, like the entire 3 years that we've done league history. But nice catch over the middle. It's almost intercepted, but it's going to be luckily complete, and it's going to be a nice first down. Or sorry, it's going to be 1 yard short of first down. Looking for, or found on Monroe St. Brown. The NFL player here on this team. Is a nice run up the middle by Matthew Maynard. He's going to have another first down for San Antonio. Bradley going to do some audibles here. Going to take the snap again. Throws outside looking for Childs. And Childs, fortunately, a little too over, or too, Bradley threw it a little too far in front of him. 2nd and 10 here from the 43. Bradley going to look to throw. Going to spin around. Throws across his body to Tyler Childs, this time making the catch. Tyler Childs' first catch of the game goes for 9 yards. 3rd and 1 here coming up. On the handoff, Maynard, and he's going to get a couple yards, but unfortunately he's going to be slow to get up. Yeah, holding a pectoral area there a little bit, and he's going to be heading for the locker room. So, unfortunately, lost there for the Dreadnoughts. Hopefully he's okay. Bradley going to hand off this time to the guy replacing Maynard, and that's going to be Zach Pierce. Or Zay Pierce, excuse me. For another nice 7-yard gain there. Just 8 minutes left in this first quarter here as Bradley looks to throw again. Tries to escape the pocket. Does. Uses his legs. Pushes away some defenders and finally gets brought down at the 19. Able to show off his scrambling ability as he's been able to do in the past this last season. He did it a little bit, but he can definitely scramble, that's for sure. Yes, another 1st and 10 here for San Antonio. He's going to look to throw again. Drops back decent ways. Gets Childs, but he's going to overthrow him again. And that's the thing with some of these quarterbacks is that, especially younger quarterbacks-ish, newer quarterbacks, is that you got to know where your receiver is going to be before he actually gets there. So overthrowing him is very common. Throws it outside. Oh, nice hit taken down as he finds Nick Baca again in the backfield. That's Baca's 5th catch tonight already. Bradley looking to throw again. Throws end zone, touchdown. Finds Amon-Ra St. Brown. Former player, former USC Trojan, and player in the CFL in this universe. And this goes for, he gets a score touchdown for 6 points. So the Dreadnoughts, just like that, will put up 7 points here on the River Hogs. And they get it. And the River Hogs will now have to respond back here. As it's returned from just outside the end zone, and it's going to be brought up to about the 23. So we get another look at Steve Dowling here, the the highest rated quarterback in this league at a 97 overall. See what he can do here. Looking to throw, throws wide open. He's got a man down inside the 40. And that's going to be number 86. That's going to be, I believe it's tight end. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's going to be Curtis Roberts. It's been a while since I've called. River Hogs here. All right, going to throw again outside, and he's got another guy inside. It's 48. And that's going to be, I think it was a receiver. I'm not exactly sure where he is. Oh, there he is, Justin Lopez. And he's going to stroll, running for his life, and he's just going to throw that one away. A couple defenders on the Dreadnoughts defense, secondary, chasing him down, and that offensive line was fearing for his life. Hand off to Lopez. Trying to make man miss, but he's going to be stuffed. There's nowhere to go as he's pushed back to the, well, left with no gain as Ewing was there in the backfield. 3rd and 10 here for Dowling. Going to throw, and it's going to be off the way. And incomplete. Sean Matthews is there. Could have picked it off if he really wanted to and taken it the other way for 6. Kind of surprised he didn't. Anyways, the Riverhogs will be punting here. That'll take a bounce, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So, fortunately, did not get the backspin this time around. And Bradley and the Dreadnoughts offense will come back out on the field to try and build onto this lead that they have now. At least so far. Going to play action. Throws a little short there, and that's going to get it completed, but only for 2 yards. That's going to be the tight end, Josh Alexander, again there, as he's been heavily targeted so far in this first quarter. Bradley going to hand off to Zay Pierce, and he's going to get 5 more yards on top of that. And here goes Bradley again to throw. Looks outside, and he got a man inside the 30, at the 32. And it's going to be Baca once again. Another favorite target of Bradley so far today. Or so far tonight. Dropping, throws, wide open. It's going to be picked off at the 40-yard line. And that's going to be an interception, the first one thrown by Bradley this season, or this game. I think it might be even this season. And it's going to be Aiden Cochran. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, but yeah, trying to look again for Alexander, and he was right there in the middle of it and just took it away. So the first turnover for the Dreadnoughts tonight comes off a interception. And this gives the Red Hogs an excellent field position here as Dowling looks upfield and has a man inside the 20 at the 19. And that's going to be wide receiver Will Cooper, number 13, with the first down catch. There's an I formation, going to hand off to Lopez, going to get a block in front, but not much of one, as he's stopped at the 19-yard line. It'll be Dowling. Get some moves here on offense. Looking to throw again, throws short, dumps it off to gets it at a 15, and that's going to be a nice catch made for 4 yards. And now it's going to be a wide formation spread here. Throwing, looking, running, and just going to throw it away. Unfortunately, no players open, it seems like, downfield, and just play smart and take 3 points. It's the kicker for the Riverhogs here tonight. Chandler Blumering, and he's perfect. Or gets this one at least. So that'll add on to that'll put them on the board, but obviously not as much as they wanted to be. Only 3 points. Right here at the end of this first quarter, as the Dreadnoughts will take it from just inside their own end zone, and it'll take it out to about the 22 on the next return. So far, the Dreadnoughts seem to be playing, definitely having the home field advantage, as they currently lead by 4 right near the end of this first quarter. Bradley then left to throw again, going to throw over the middle. It's caught by a St. Brown, who gets a nice 7-yard gain on the gain, and this is his third catch tonight. Just 3 for 34, not bad so far. Gonna fake handoff, play action again. Loves to do it so far. He's gonna be knocked away. There's a lot of contact up there, but there's no flags on the field. He was looking for St. Brown again. Now it looks like a slight I formation. Gonna hand it off. Rumbles forward, but they're gonna say his knee was down before he gets the first down, and that's Means. That's Dennis Means. Big power back here, and yeah, it looked like his knee was down before the first down marker. So they will be punting. The punt goes to the 30. It's going to be returned. And on the return, he gets a couple more yards and gets finally taken out to 38. So, yeah, Dowling just not so far having much more luck than he did last week in this first part of the game. But granted, I will admit the sliders are adjusted slightly, so that could probably be why. A throw over the middle, and that's going to be caught. Has a man inside the just past midfield, or just before midfield at the 49 to reset a new set of downs here. Handoff again, this time up the middle, and it's going to be Lynn on the carry. And that'll be the end of this first quarter here, 7-3. Dreadnoughts lead, but the River Hogs trying to strike back. For those of you wondering, that was Stanley Lynn on the last carry. Just had to find his name on the roster here, the depth chart. Gonna look to throw. Runs around, gonna take off himself. He's gonna slide. Just 8-yard run there by Dowling. Gets his team inside the 35 and 31. He's gonna look to play action pass. Gets chased, gets it out in time, and he's gonna throw it incomplete. Got hit as he threw, and ultimately he just ended up going out of bounds. There's a handout to Lopez. Lopez gets the first down and then some. And that's his 5th carry for only 8 yards so far tonight. This defense for the Dreadnoughts struggling a little bit, at least on the short gain side, but they've been pretty stellar everywhere else. At least so far. Gonna look, it's gonna get rid of it, but they're not gonna say it's a fumble as he released it before he got hit, so. But already a 2nd down just like that. Dowling gonna drop again. Gets chased up the middle, and he's gonna be brought down. And that's gonna be a couple players for their team's first sack of the game, and one of them being Jack Meredith, big D tackle. But looks like number 63 for the Dreadnoughts was also there as well. The Sean Key was also there on the sack, or will be credited for getting the sack, I should say. So 3rd and long here at 24. Dowling gonna look, gets in trouble, and he's gonna go down again. This time another 2 players getting them down for the sack. One of those guys being Eric Rabb, a linebacker. And this has just not been the night so far in this first half for this River Hogs offense, as they have struggled against the Dreadnoughts defense. Sean Bradley going to come out here again to get some more throws in and potentially expand upon their lead after their last drive stalled out. A little bunch tight formation here, going to hand off, and that's going to go nowhere. Zay Pierce gets a yard, if that, as Gaines was there in the middle, but it's a 2nd and 9 here from the 20. Bradley gets hit as he throws, and that's going to result in an incomplete pass. There's a nice safety blitz up the middle, and he detected it. I mean, right at the last second, thankfully, that would have been a huge sack and a huge win for this defense of the River Hogs. Bradley looks to throw again. Steps up in the pocket, going to take off himself. Going to make Duke out of a tackle, and he'll be taken down, but not going to get the first, as he's going to be stopped short again. And he gets into a little bit of a bickering argument there with number 25 on the River Hogs. And that's going to be gets into a little bickering with let's see if I can find his name here, with Carlos Maxwell, but obviously no flags thrown or anything. So nice return, and it's going to be getting up to about the 35, so good return after the punt. So this River Hogs offense coming back out here once again, trying to make something happen. They still have a 4-point deficit to overcome here. Dowling going to throw over the middle, and that's going to be caught. Throwing it right past two defenders to Will Cooper. Someone who actually played a huge role in their almost completed successful comeback against the Redwoods last week. Here goes Dowling, a screen pass to Lopez, and fortunately that's going to be bounced off the helmet, it looked like, of somebody. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Or someone got a hand on it, one of the two. Toss to the left side. Lopez going to try and force himself forward, but he's only going to get a couple yards. So already starting at a third down here. Can they convert? Dowling going to look to throw again. Going to back up. Going to get it. Oh, he's not going to get it out in time. And that's going to be a sack. Another one this time. I'm looking down the roster. This time from Corey Taylor, the nose tackle. So not the just continued bad luck on offense for Melbourne here. As this Dreadnoughts defense is just really not prevented anything from them doing anything. Then again, on the flip side, at least the last two drives, the River Hogs defense has not really allowed it much either. So far been a stalemate here through almost 2.5 quarters, or 1.5 quarters. And there goes short gain there by the tight end Nick Baca. Not for much though, only 2 yards. Going to hand off, this time up the middle by Zay Pierce, and he's going to get the nice first down. This is the first down they've had since a couple drives ago. So, look to the throw again. Bradley looking, nice protection, gets it out in time to St. Brown. And St. Brown's able to get it just 1 yard shy of the first down marker. Bradley looking pretty good on this drive. See if he can continue it here as he's motions for Childs and has him in motion. He's going to hand it off, and Childs is going to have the first on a jet sweep. A really short jet sweep nonetheless, but. And here goes a nice run up the middle to Zay Pierce again. And yeah, nice just short gain there. 2nd and 9 here. Bradley throwing over the middle. That's going to be caught. And for a nice gain of 5. Nick Baca on the other end of that catch. Been very effective so far for this offense. Bradley throws outside again, this time looking to get a first down, but to Nick Baca again, but this time unable to go forward as Carlos Maxwell in there on the on defense, able to prevent him from getting any forward progress. So that'll be another punt for the Dreadnoughts here. And a return, there will be no return, and the Dreadnought or River Hogs will pick up right where they left off at the 15-yard line. So a little over halfway through the second quarter here, and score remains 7-3. River Hogs throw over the middle. That's going to be caught by Jackson Smith and Jigba, the only NFL player on the opposite side here tonight. His first catch of the game goes for 6 yards. Throwing downfield to Dowling, and he's got it. Oh, and he does have a catch to Cooper. He's knocked out of bounds, or knocked out of his hands rather, but not until he was knocked out of bounds. Nice dime pass there by Dowling. Yeah, look at him getting his feet in. He got that second foot down too, so despite the defense's best efforts. But it looks like anyway, San Antonio is going to challenge this, and this is in Texas. So we'll see what the refs say, how they view this. And as you, I mean, it looks from here on the replay, he got that second foot down even as he's going out of bounds. So see, there's that second toe. I think it might be a first down, and they will tend to agree. Just want another extra look there, and that will mean that San Antonio loses a timeout for this first half. Dowling again, rolls out to his right, gonna just throw it away. Just having no luck looking downfield. Tyree Best, team's best corner there in the area. Best corner for the Dreadnoughts. Here goes Dowling and looking to throw, finding someone finally. There's a man inside the 44, and that's going to be Connor McLeod with the nice reception there for the first. He's again to throw, misses a blitzer, luckily, but then just throws it, tries to find someone, but just gets it out. With this pressure he's under is just immaculate, and he's just unable to escape. Looking again to throw, up to Njigba, and Njigba's going to be tackled into 44, getting no yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. And here goes Dowling again to throw. Downfield, that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And yeah, it's going to bring him another 4th down yet again. The Riverhawks going to go for a field goal here. This is a long one from the 44. Can he do it? And he can. Huge kick there for the kicker, Dan Henley. And he gets 3 points, making it now a 1-point game. San Antonio still leads 7-6. Here, just with about 4.5 minutes left in the first half, as a huge tackle happens there on the return. And Sean Bradley coming out here again to try and put something together to get this team on the board again. As despite the fact their defense has held the Riverhawks just 2 points, they haven't scored since early in the first quarter. They're hungry for the end zone here. Bradley going to throw over the middle. That's going to be caught by Tyler Childs for a nice 6-yard gain. Tyler Childs has his second catch there of the night, 15 yards. And a handoff here to Zay Pierce. And Pierce is going to have a nice first down and then some after a nice huge gain up to the 38. So Dreadnoughts slowly moving here on offense. Dropping the throw. Gonna lob it upfield, has a man in downfield, and he's looking for Childs, and that's gonna be knocked away and incomplete, unfortunately. He had him for a moment. Unfortunately, Young on the defensive side for the Riverhogs was just too much there as he gets it out. And ooh, nice dual takedown there, but he does make the completion to Kramer. So 3rd and 7 here coming up. Bradley looking to throw. Has time, throws upfield, nice catch and completion for the first down, and that's going to be to Kramer once again. And that's going to be, let's see, find him. There it is, Landry Kramer. We'll drop back again, Bradley. Rolls to his other side, and he's just going to throw it away. Didn't see anybody open. And then, I mean, he'll just toss it out of bounds. Inching closer here to the 2-minute warning, just 6 seconds before it. Going to drop the throw. Bradley throws, tight window, and it's going to be incomplete. There's several guys there on coverage and ultimately prevent the completion. Bradley drops back. Tried to take off, but he's going to be taken down right as the 2-minute warning hits for a huge sack. 4th and 18 here. The punt goes up. Almost blocked, but looks like there's going to be a flag down. And it looked like the defender roughed the kicker. And that is going to be true. So it's going to go from a 4th and 18 at the 42 to a 1st and 10 at the opposite 43. That's unfortunate. I mean, if you're the River Hogs here, you can't afford something like that. You've been struggling all the first half here, and you have to show more discipline. You can't do that, especially if you want to win. Bradley downfield, got a man inside the 15. It's St. Brown. Gets it down to the 12-yard line. Huge play there by Deshaun Bradley. Just confident in the pocket. Nice spiral downfield. Finds it St. Brown up top. Beats a couple guys and has a first down. Just under over a minute left to play here in this first half. Can the Dreadnoughts get on the board again? Bradley drops back. Throws end zone. That's going to be caught for another touchdown. This time it's going to be by the other receiver, Tyler Childs. And the Dreadnoughts will add on to their lead by 6. Score now being 13-6. As you see, nice the kick attempt here after. Up, and it's going to be good. No problems there. So now we have ourselves another touchdown on the board from the Dreadnoughts. And Melbourne going to take this just inside their own end zone on the return, and he has space there for a moment. Gets up to 33, so Steve Dowling coming out here again, looking for a touchdown to get his team back into this game here. Still has a minute left, and all 3 timeouts. Throwing inside to the get a 5-yard gain, and they're going to go no huddle, but take their first timeout of the game here. So, yeah, I mean, so far it's all been Dreadnoughts for the most part this first half. I mean, the score really doesn't necessarily show it, but the game itself, I mean, Dreadnoughts have just ultimately had more success. Throwing downfield, has a man inside the 48, that's Cooper. And they're going to go no huddle here again. 42 seconds left. Throws complete out inside to Cooper. 35 seconds left, 38-yard line, and they're going to take their second timeout. So we'll have after this shortly, we'll have our halftime just preview here of tomorrow's games, plural. We'll talk about that for a brief moment. And then we'll kind of just recap what happened yesterday and earlier this week. And there goes a nice throw over the middle. That's going to be to Njigba, and he's going to have himself a touchdown. So the River Hogs respond with a touchdown of their own just a few seconds before halftime. So Njigba just able to get free, and defenders just have to, end up chasing him down, and they just can't stop him. And they're going to do a point after. I was assuming they're going to go for 2, but point after is probably more safe. And they're now down by 1 here with just 30 seconds left in the first half. And as we have seen multiple times through professional football and the real-life NFL and all that, half not necessarily over until it's over. Nice return here up to the 25. Not saying anything's going to happen crazy going to happen right before halftime, as the Dreadnoughts are probably just going to run this one out, but you never know. Yeah, it looks like they're still going to be throwing it here, at least at the moment. I'm going to shift things up a little bit. Still has Pierce in the backfield. And look to throw. Steps up in the pocket. And he's going to be sacked, taken down. Callaway going to get him. And that might end the first half here. As the Riverhogs are not taking their time out, and they will not. So that'll be the first half of play here. The Dreadnoughts lead us by 1, 14-13. And we'll just briefly talk about some of the things that have been going on around the league, and especially yesterday, and we'll just briefly touch upon those as well as the games that are coming up. We have a little bit of a preview for tomorrow's games. But yeah, so I mean, we got a couple games coming up here. For one, this time tomorrow, our first game. I can't remember now if I don't know the first game. This will be the second game tomorrow. Will be the Monarchs taking on the Black Knights, and then we'll the other game that's happening tomorrow, that was supposed to happen earlier today, was the Pioneers taking on the Bisons. So that'll be happening tomorrow instead of tonight because I completely messed it up. So that's my fault there. But yeah, and then on some other things we'll get to talk about this week. Obviously, coming up this week on Wednesday, we'll have a recap of every game. But we got a lot more excitement happening again here in just week 2. So, but now back to this game as the Dreadnoughts lead by 1, but the Riverhogs started the ball. Nice return there from number 84. It's going to be Connor McLeod on the return. Take a swig of water here. Down lane in the throw. Little scrups up in the pocket, and he's going to go take a slide. Be a little more aware of his surroundings there. He gets a little bit of a bickering for a second there. Doesn't turn into a fight, thankfully. Dowling going to look to throw again. Scrambles out of the pocket. He's not going to get rid of it. He's going to go down again. Another 2 defenders there on the sack. And one of those being Trey Callahan. This defense so far, this pass rush has just had its way. Total of 3 sacks. 3 sacks now today. Doesn't seem like much, but you try not to have any, if possible. Dowling in the throw. His protection this time, and he gets it out in time. Finds a man downfield at the 32. And that's going to be Roberts there on the other end of that, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And they're going to be punting this ball again. And that punt will sail all the way to the 20. It's going to be taken upfield past the 30 to the 32. Yeah, that was a catch there by Curtis Roberts, excuse me, the tight end. I thought I said 85 and 86. Here goes Bradley, going to take it off himself, and he's just going to scramble outside. Gets a block downfield from a St. Brown. Ooh, and he gets kicked as well, but he's inside the 45. Past midfield, in front of the Melbourne sideline. And that's just something that this defense has kind of struggled to contain, is Bradley's scrambling capabilities. I mean, their own quarterback has it too. Or the Riverhogs quarterback has that too, as Pierce gets a couple yards there, a yard. But yeah, both quarterbacks tonight have a scrambling ability, but I feel like Sean Bradley's has been just slightly more effective. We'll switch up here on offense slightly. Takes a snap. Looks to throw. Gets chased. Gets it. Whoa, chucks it way downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Would have been an incredible catch from Tyler Childs, but man, I mean, this kid's got an arm. Bradley again to throw downfield, looking for Childs, I think, but just ultimately incomplete. That totally looks like it was pass interference if it was the other guy he was looking for, but nope, it'll be first down, and the punting unit will come out here. And oh, we almost got the punter again, but luckily for him, he angled himself away before the punter kicked off the ball. So, but Dowling going to come back out here again to try and get honestly something going at this point, because this kid has just struggled all night. Only down by 1, but they've been struggling here. It's a nice catch over the middle. It's going to be caught by Cooper. Seems to be his most reliable target tonight. Just inches away from a first down. Handoff, play action. Dowling upfield, and he's going to have Lopez. And Lopez is going to have the first down here as Dowling cracks 200 yards passing tonight. Here roughly midway through this third quarter. And handoff to Lopez. Lopez going to get a couple yards, but ultimately not a whole lot as he's taken down at the 35-yard line. Handoff again, Lopez, and this time he's going to go nowhere. Going to have a net gain of 0 yards at the 35. 3rd and 6 here coming up for the Riverhogs. Dowling throwing downfield, wide open. He's got Cooper. Cooper's going up a sideline. There's no one in front of him, and that's a touchdown. And just like that, in a shocking turn of events, yeah, he just let that thing fly, and the Riverhogs will take the lead for the first time tonight. Nice, excellent catch by Cooper, and obviously a score, and that'll be the Riverhogs. And obviously they're going to go for 2 here to make it a 7-point game. So throws in zone, touchdown, or 2-point conversion's good. So just like that, we have a whole new ball game. Riverhogs have flipped the script here and taken the lead roughly midway through the third quarter. It only took one play, and Dowling able to get it downfield to Cooper, and then finishes it off with a successful 2-point conversion. Puts his team up by 7. So now we'll see what the Dreadnoughts can do here to respond as this other brief lead evaporate there. And there's Zay Pierce on today's 5 yard, average 5 yards per carry so far. 8 carries for 40 yards. So far, no touchdowns. Bradley looking outside here. Throwing downfield. Has a man inside. That's St. Brown. And Brown almost had himself a huge touchdown run. Luckily, for the Riverhogs, he was stopped at the 43. Well, he could have had his own version of what Cooper had in the last drive. As, yeah, you see he had no one in front of him, too. Beat his corner, and that safety didn't come over in time, and St. Brown could have turned on the Jets and ran all the way into the end zone. Cooper again, or Bradley again, throws inside, complete. Very tight window. But he gets it to Tyler Childs for 6 yards. Gonna hand off here, Bradley. Throwing downfield, and he's got a man. Oh, it's gonna be intercepted though. Looking for Tyler Childs again, and the defender for the Riverhogs, Matthew Slate, said, "I don't think so." And that's gonna be an interception. His second one of the day. Yeah, look at that. He just got right in front of Tyler Childs and took that one away. So Dowling now coming out here. Will Cooper tonight, holy cow, has had himself a night. 7 catches for 151 yards and a touchdown. If they're smart, they'd probably, he might have earned some rest time. Here goes Lopez trying to get it outside. Going to get nowhere ultimately as there gets down to the 6. Gets a couple yards though. But yeah, that's the bad part of getting an interception this part of the field, is that you have to get out of this end zone area. Here goes Dowling, going to hand off to Lopez. Breaks free for a first down. Here goes Dowling again. 1st and 10 from the 15. His own 15. Looking, throws outside, looking for Jigba. Unfortunately, cannot get there or get the ball to him. And it'll be incomplete. Dropping back to throw. Here goes downfield, and he's got a man inside the 22 for 5 yards, and that's going to be Curtis Roberts, tight end. Nice bunch set here. Gonna hand off in the middle. That's caught on inside the 40 of the 41. And that's going to be, I think, by Connor McLeod. And it will be. So that's Connor McLeod with the catch. Coming inside the middle of the field. It's where Dowling could find him. First and 10 here. 6.5 minutes left to go in the third. See if the Riverhogs can build onto their lead here. Nice RPO play. Gets it out to Cooper. Gets a nice 6-yard gain and gets out of bounds. Dowling gonna look to throw now. Over the middle, that's caught by Njigba, and he does have another first down. So the Riverhogs have completely flipped the script here in this third quarter, and now are seeming to have control of the game here on the road in San Antonio. Gonna fake handoff. Gonna throw it downfield to Curtis Roberts, and huge first down for the tight end. For the big tight end there. Nice just dart throw there over the middle. Had to go up for it a little bit too. A little bit of a vertical challenge there. Drops back. Throws upfield. That's caught. Gets up to the 18-yard line. So 2nd and 2 here. Dropping the throw here. Over the middle, that's caught. And going to be another catch here, or the first catch rather, by Quincy Sherman. Another tight end here for the Riverhogs here. Dropping a little bit of throw, Dowling. Darts over the middle, that's going to be, knocked away out of the end zone. Nice pass attempt there from Dowling. See if he goes there again this time. Lopez in the backfield, going to move out. Throwing in the middle of the field. That's caught by McLeod. And McLeod, see if we can move him by his head there. 3rd and 1 here, so just 1 yard short of a first down. Dowling throwing, dumping off, end zone, touchdown. It's going to be Will Cooper again, his second touchdown of the night. And yeah, an excellent play here to increase the Riverhogs' lead by 2 scores. Did he get it, or did he actually? Looked like he drug his feet as he caught the ball, but I'm assuming this will be reviewed. All scoring plays are reviewed. It will not be. That's a touchdown. I mean, if you're a Dreadnoughts fan, you could argue that he didn't have his feet down, and he, I mean, it almost seemed like I'll say it like this. It almost seemed like for a second that when he caught the ball, his feet were not down, so he was in the air, which does not mean it's a touchdown. But well, they want to review it, it seems like. And, nice, just clothesline there on the return. And there's receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown having himself a heck of a night as well. 6 catches, 108 yards, and only 1 touchdown. As he finds his team now in a 14-point hole. Bradley throwing downfield. There's Childs. Up to the 45. Huge 20-yard gain. Or like 18-yard gain, rather. From the 2-year veteran. So this third quarter so slowly winding down to a close here. Here There goes handoff to Pierce. Pierce goes upfield and he gets it up to the 41. Gets a first down and a little bit more. So this Dreadnoughts team not going away quietly. Home crowd still behind them. As they try and fight back from down 2 scores. Bradley over the middle, wide open, completed to his name, Baca, the tight end. For a nice first down all the way up to the 15. So inside the red zone now. Baca's 10th catch of the game. Drops back. Bradley scrolls, goes to his right, gets it out in time, and only gets about a yard after the pass was complete to Zay Pierce. So just a minute roughly left in this third quarter here. Bradley upfield, and he's got Amon-Ra, or St. Brown, excuse me, and gets to the 4-yard line. It's a goal line formation here for the Dreadnoughts. Tossed outside, gets to the edge, and could not quite get to the edge as Dennis Means is going to be tackled in the backfield. 15 seconds left in the third here. They obviously still have a whole quarter to score here, but second and goal here, toss outside the Means, and this time he walks in for the score. It's not Means, excuse me, it's Zay Pierce for the touchdown. And the Dreadnoughts will then bounce back a little bit here, getting another score to cut the lead down to 1 score now instead of 2. A nice run in there by Zay Pierce, as he's been very helpful for this Dreadnoughts offense with the departure of Matthew Maynard early in the first half. Kick is going to be up here, and just like that, 8 seconds left in the third, and we have ourselves a 1-score game. Excuse me. Punt's going to be off here. Hogs will get the ball to start, get the ball back here. Nice return there by McLeod. Throws in the middle to McLeod. There he is again. And that'll be the end of this third quarter here. We have a 1-score ball game, ladies and gentlemen. And it is 28-21. River Hogs are trying to hold on to their lead here. And after this, we'll find out who will bounce back from an 0-1 start. And who will drop to 0-2. It's a nice catch completed over the middle there for the tight end, Curtis Roberts. Dowling looking to throw again. Escapes, gets it out in time, and he finds Roberts again on the catch. As he's thrown for over 300 yards tonight, almost 400. Very, very impressive. Brings everybody inside here a little more tightly. High snap, throws complete again to Roberts. This time for a first down. And obviously here, note that the River Hogs obviously have fallen in their division. They're obviously 0-1. Dreadnoughts also 0-1, so this would be a good win for them, not only for themselves in the power rankings in the league, but also to stay within their division races as well. As I believe it is the Dragons leading the WFC West, and there's a nice run up the middle, and I think it's the Golden Eagles, if I'm not mistaken, leading the WFC South. I could be wrong on that one. Nice wide formation. Dowling looking to throw over the middle. That's caught by Cooper again. He's been all over the place here tonight, along with other guys like Roberts and McLeod, and all these guys just helping their team get to their first win, ideally. Bradley sitting there on the sideline, hoping for another chance to even this one up at least, or at very least get the lead back. to try and avoid the 0-2 start. Dowling looking to throw inside, short, complete to Curtis Roberts again here at the 26. So Roberts could potentially crack another 100-yard game here. Or crack a 100-yard game. I don't know if he already has one. I forget if he already has one or not. Oh, avoids the blitz, gets it out to McLeod for a huge gain as he cracks 400 yards on the night, and McLeod cracks 72 yards. And they're inside the red zone here, inside the 10 at the 8. Looking, throws, end zone, touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown for Curtis Roberts, the tight end. And the River Hogs are going to increase their lead again to 2 scores in response to the Dreadnoughts' previous drive, closing in the score, or closing it in a little bit. So extra point here to follow. And it's up and it's good. So now we have a 2-score game again here with just 10 minutes, or roughly 10 minutes, 41 seconds left in the 4th. So a lot of time still on the clock here as the return is up here from Dreadnoughts, gets up to the 25. So wherever they would have been with a kneel down, and Bradley gets another chance here. This time would have preferred to have not allowed any points in the last drive, but you're going to just have to try and get back into this here and not do all of it without obviously having a turnover. Bradley throws in middle, caught by Baca, and Baca is going to have a nice gain over the middle there. 408 yards, total yards of offense here from the Dreadnoughts. So no real defensive, at least in the passing game so far this second half here. Bradley scrolls around here to throw. Downfield, he finds Childs inside the 30 at the 27. So just like that, they're already within field goal range and looking to try and, like I said, add more points onto this scoreboard here. Is Bradley just throwing off the arm and the deep accuracy kind of that he had in the last season as well. Bradley going to move everybody out a little bit more. A less bunched set. Takes the snap. Looking, throws downfield short to Baca, and Baca's going to roll forward for the first. And Baca just hit 108 yards on the night. Very impressive for the first-year tight end, obviously. And almost another interception thrown by Bradley, and gotta be careful a little bit here. Another interception will definitely not help your case to try and get back into this game here. Gonna shift some eyes around here. Looking, avoids the sack, gets it out in time. This time finds, I believe it was number 85. I can't find out who that is though, so it's all right here. Josh Alexander, excuse me. Bradley, end zone, and almost intercepted again. Tried to throw it to the back of the end zone to find somebody. They'll be taking 3 points. I mean, making it less points, you know. Oh, and that almost blocked as well. But they will get 3 to cut into the lead here. But they really need a touchdown. Or 2 touchdowns to take the lead now. So the kick will be up here and gets it up to return by McLeod, who gets clobbered up finally at the 27. And Dowling going to try and, once again, in this next drive, maintain his lead, possibly extend it even. Try and prevent the Dreadnoughts from coming back and getting the win here at home. Dowling throws over the middle, caught by Connor McLeod. So a lot of yards happening tonight here. Something I wasn't expecting necessarily, with given the sliders and whatnot. But I mean, it's fairly good. It's fairly competitive. The throw completes to Njigba. Njigba's going to have a nice first, or actually he's going to only get 5 yards on the pass. My apologies. And a handoff to Lopez, and Lopez is going to get moved forward for the first. He's having himself a decent night, 35 yards after just 12 carries, and not the most impressive line necessarily in the world, but still respectable nonetheless. Handoff again. Lopez, makes a nice juke move and gets it up to the 42, just a yard short of the first. So Dowling gonna try and motion to his guys here. Gonna drop back, throws, almost intercepted again. Or intercepted, I should say. His first one would have been his first. Gotta be a little more careful there. Handoff to Lopez, gets the first. And that'll be another first down here for this Melbourne offense that's really done a good switcheroo after the half and have put up, over 30 points here and over 400 yards of offense. There's a nice handoff here to Lopez. There's nobody in front of him. He does. Finally gets tripped up at the 15, and going to have an offensive lineman or players loading it up here for the River Hogs, and that's a big blow there as he goes into the locker room. See if the protection will still hold up for Dowling. Throws over the middle. That's caught by Cooper, and Cooper's going to get stopped at the 9. He had to get that out a little quicker due to his offensive lineman being down. Going to drop back to throw downfield up to Njigba, who's going to have it just inches short of the first. Over 52 pass attempts for Dowling in this game, which is 4:43 to go. Dowling throws middle end zone and completes. Tried to find Cooper again in the end zone. Would have been his 3rd touchdown of the night. But the defense will stop him. And they'll be going for it here on 4th and inches. See if the defense holds. But the River Hogs will get here forward, and he's going to be taken down. There it is. Nice blitz there going for the Dreadnoughts. Very impressive play as, it spelled that all over it. I could just tell from up here the defensive front just coming in on a full blitz, and that's definitely the time we want a 0 blitz. By the way, I know it seems like I was going for the Dreadnoughts there, but I mean, I just said there you go as in, well, that was a good play. So trying to be as neutral as possible. Obviously being the league commissioner here. Going to drop back. Bradley going to try and come back here as he throws to St. Brown, who gets tossed on his back. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left here as their defense gets to stop on the last drive. Try and come back here. They need 2 touchdowns to take the lead. So getting one here first on this drive will definitely help them. Gets it outside to Zay Pierce. And he luckily gets no loss or anything, just no gain. Gonna stop back to throw. Bradley upfield and looking, and he has a man inside the 38. And the clock will stop. 3rd and inches though, as he finds Josh Alexander. Haven't heard his name in a little while. Nice handoff to Pierce. Pierce gonna make a nice short gain up the middle. And they're going to go hurry up here, obviously. They know what's at stake. Bradley going to drop the throw. End zone. And he's going to knocked away, incomplete. Going to stop the clock. So Wilkinson going to try and pick that off or just at least knock it away. And Bradley looking, going to hand off to his power back. And he's going to get it up to the 47. That's Dennis Means. And the clock ticking slowly now as he was stopped in bounds. Bradley again to throw. Has protection, gets it outside, and it's intercepted. And it's picked off at about the 38-yard line. The third interception of the night for Deshaun Bradley, this time by Mike McLean. And, or Mike McLean. I think it's McLean. Never mind. Yeah, it is McLean. I made that mistake last time too, but that potentially could have sealed this game for the Dreadnoughts. Third takeaway from this Dreadnoughts defense, or this Riverhawks defense, and third turnover by Deshaun Bradley. Gonna hand off, run up the middle by Moulton. I haven't seen him at all tonight, but that's because Lopez is actually starting the game here. Moulton took over for Lopez last week, so Lopez getting his carries back. And just 2 minutes 20 left here. Carry, handoff. And gonna have another and a Riverhawk this time to slowly get up here. Motions for the training staff, and he's gonna go on the sideline here as his team tries to close out a week 2 win on the road as well. Dowling throws, screen pass, and he has a first down and then some. Gets it to the 44-yard line. That's Stanley Lynn. And we just hit the 2-minute warning here. This Sunday night matchup here in week 2, and it's been a very exciting game as well. I mean, I haven't been bored about it since. I mean, we had a potential victor, and then another one kind of came back and potentially won the game. So I'm all for it. 2nd and 12 there. Nice loss there on the carry as the first time I was taken. Lopez takes up the middle. Another timeout taken by San Antonio. 3rd and 6 here. They get a stop here, and they have a chance. Dowling going to look to throw upfield, and he has the tight end, and he breaks off the tackle, and he's pulled in almost for the end zone. But that'll be it. And they'll be in victory formation at the 1. And Dowling, no timeouts left. The San Antonio Dreadnoughts cannot stop the clock. So just like that, I guess we're not going to take a kneel because simulation's so weird. You know, you totally just take the knee the whole way out. But they're going to try and add on to this lead here. And yeah, Lopez is going to walk in, the nail in the coffin for the Dreadnoughts. And Riverhogs will be walking away likely with a week 2 victory. And after just a very impressive performance from both sides of the ball. Can't really argue with anything they did. That, I mean, it worked. And they were able to fix it and bounce back after their heartbreaker last week. So now we got what I call a flipped score here, 42-24. So just a minute left to play here in the 4th, but the game is essentially, I mean, unless the Dreadnoughts somehow get an absolute miracle, they are likely to fall a little short here after being up by 1 at the half. Or, yeah, at the half. I think it was at the half at least. And they are now down by quite a lot. So down by 18. Looking to throw here. Bradley going to roll out his pocket. Going to roll up field. Going to try and hold on to it. He loses the football. Luckily it's recovered by his lineman, but yeah, can't have that. 35 seconds left here. Bradley going to try and make something up here. Throws across the middle. That's caught by his tight end, Baca. And going to be another fast run off here. 15 seconds. Looking to throw again. Bradley chucks it upfield for St. Brown, I think, and just out of bounds. 8 seconds to remain here. And this will be the last play of the game, more than likely. Bradley looks to throw, jumps back, chucks upfield, and chucks it out of bounds. So one more play here. And then we'll leave this one here tonight for the record, or for the books. Bradley throw and lob it again. And just out of bounds, just cannot find anybody. And that is it. The River Hogs make the comeback, slight comeback at least, take over in the second half, and we'll move on to 1-1. And the Dreadnoughts will sadly fall at home even to 0-2. Great performance from both quarterbacks. I mean, Bradley had 3 interceptions, but all in all, not a bad game at all. Not a bad game at all. So, yeah, I mean, that's honestly all I have here tonight. If you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the rest of the season as we continue to progress through the year. All 13 weeks, hopefully, and playoffs to come after, and finally crown a league champion of this football league that I've been trying to run here for the last 3 years, and then after that, we'll see what happens when we get there. But for now, that is all I'm going to leave you guys with. So remember, we got a couple of games tomorrow. So sorry about the missed early game tonight, but we'll have a fun doubleheader hopefully tomorrow. It'll go kind of late too. First one will be at 7 or 7:30. I can't remember now. And then the next one that was supposed to be earlier this evening will be moved to will be moved to tomorrow night at 9. So hopefully that should be enough time. If not, we'll see. But I'll try and get both those games out so we can have everything still on time for this coming Wednesday. So, yeah, with that said, that's all I got to say. So thank you all for watching again. And have a good night. Peace.